This road is not going anywhere and it's getting more and more narrow. I'm gonna try to reverse. All the way. I knew this day was gonna come where I was gonna get myself into one of those little dirt roads and not be able to turn around. It rained so much. Everywhere is wet and flooded. See if I find anything else, because the first spot I had in mind is already taken. Okay, what is this here? Where is this gonna take me? Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed. It's a Monday in November. I did not expect that all the Crown Land spots would be taken. All right, I'm just gonna drive around a little bit more and yeah, see if I find a spot. By the way, welcome to the vlog. Yeah, great introduction. Me, as usual, trying to find a spot for the night. Okay, it just took me to another little dirt road. So I am not gonna go down that rabbit hole again. I am actually going to put the drone up and see what I can see if it's worth doing that. All right, so there is a little spot there. I think it's worth checking, so let's do it. This is how much it has rained. Ooh, a tree trunk. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, let's get organized, shall we? Let me show you around. This is the pad for tonight. It's got a fire pit there. Nice trees. This is where I came from. Everything is very wet. It's starting to rain, just as I was going to start a fire. Okay, now it's raining harder. Should I close the back? I don't know. Damn it. I guess I will be stuck inside. I just need to decide if I can keep the hatchback open or if it's gonna start wetting my beds. It's not raining very heavy, just not very enjoyable to be outside, but to just be here reading a book and kind of enjoying nature, yeah. That I like. Okay, the rain has died down a little bit. but I took the cover off here. So as you can see, it is completely dark outside and it is only 5:30. 5:30 and it's already pitch dark outside and everything is wet and cold and I don't feel like cooking outside. I'm not gonna lie, it is tight inside the RAV4. And I only have the bed set up for a single person because if this was all taken by the mattress, you cannot even move. You need to treat it like almost as a tent where you only go in to sleep, because there is no moving around. When I set up the car for one person only, I have one of the back seats empty, which I can actually sit, take my shoes off and just lounge. Like when it was raining, I could just sit there and watch some YouTube videos, read my book, but it is difficult to move around. Just going to the front to get this fuel canister, you gotta practice some gymnastics to do that. Okay, so I decided I do not want to be out here for too long cooking dinner. So we are just going to make a apple cider. It just occurred to me that I should have my bear spray here with me because the trunk of my car is facing these woods and I'm going to start making things that smell. And if a bear decided to come here, I wouldn't even been able to close the hatchback that quickly because I got all the drawers open. So yeah, there I go back to the front to grab the bear spray. When I say it's tight, it's tight. It's thundering. Oh, wow. So, since it's raining, it's cold, everything is wet outside, we might as well do something interesting. So tonight, we're going to do a little science experiment. A lot of people have been asking me about air quality inside the car when I sleep with the windows closed. I choose to sleep with the windows closed because I feel safer that way. I'm a solo female traveler and I just feel safer when I have the windows closed. But a lot of people have shown concern for air quality and poisoning. Some people have said I'm getting carbon monoxide poisoning. Other people have said carbon dioxide poisoning. So I think it's important to understand the difference between the two. Carbon monoxide is the dangerous kind. That is as a result of combustion. It's what you get when you run the car or if you burn fuel. And this is why you should never sleep with your car running, and you shouldn't cook inside your car. Extremely poisonous. It does not take very long to kill you. Carbon dioxide, on the other hand, is what we exhale when we breathe. It is not toxic by itself, but a lot of it in an enclosed space can make you feel dizzy, have headaches, feel unwell, shortness of breath, and in very, very, very high concentrations, it can poison you. Just for context, air outside has 400 parts per million of carbon dioxide. Indoors has anything between 600 and 1200. And you will not get any symptoms until levels are way above 5,000. But to actually be poisonous to you, it has to be much, much, much higher than that. Just for peace of mind, we're going to do a little science experiment. We are going to measure the levels of carbon dioxide inside the car just before I go to bed, and then in the morning when I wake up, after having stayed inside the car, breathing the same stale air all night long. And we're going to compare the levels. It's getting pretty chilly, so I closed the trunk. So the question is, can someone breathing all night long inside a sealed car get levels anywhere close to that? We're gonna find out tonight. I am going to be your guinea pig. All the windows are closed, all the doors are closed. I don't even have a fan in here because it's cold. In the summer, I even have a fan ventilating. So we're gonna find out what the levels are in the morning and also what is the condensation situation. I don't get any condensation in the summer. You usually get condensation when the air inside the car is warmer than the air outside. So now that it's getting cold and it's getting pretty chilly outside, it is definitely going to be a lot warmer in here with me breathing all the humidity that will create condensation. So we're gonna check the windows and see how bad the condensation is. And why is that important? Because if you are stealth camping, that is the number one thing that is going to give you away, is condensation on the windows. So here I'm not stealth camping, I am camping in Crown Land in the woods. Nobody's gonna see me, so if there's condensation, it doesn't matter. But if you're sleeping, let's say at a Walmart or a parking lot or anywhere that you don't want anybody to know that you are inside your car, condensation is a giveaway. So I bought this CO2 detector, this little device here. Hopefully it comes charged because it has a USB-C port here, and I did not charge this ahead of time. I need glasses to read this properly. Oh, it's preheating for accurate readings. Okay, so it does like a 120-second warm-up for better reading. It feels like a New Year's countdown. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. So I don't know if you can see, but the green is flashing. Okay. So that is good quality. It is reading 647, which goes with the normal indoor air quality. I said it was between 600 and 1200. So right now at the moment, that is what you would normally find in any house or enclosed place. Yeah, it is saying that the air quality is good. So we're gonna have this on all night. I will set an alarm for maybe 2 in the morning and then at 5 in the morning, and we'll check. It does have an alarm, so if it does get to dangerous levels, it will beep, just like a carbon monoxide alarm, and it will wake me up. So if anything is getting dangerous here, I will be woken up by the alarm. So no harm in this experiment will be done. But I do want to see if it increases and how fast it increases. So at 2 in the morning, we'll check, and then at 5 in the morning, we'll check again, and I'll probably go back to sleep. I'm not an early riser, so whatever time I wake up after that, we'll check again, and we'll see what the monitor says. I'm super tired. Let's see what the monitor says. It's still under 500. I don't know how long it's been since that reading. I'll check the footage because we have a timestamp, and I'll put it here, and we'll see how long it's been. It's been at least an hour. This flashlight. Come on, don't die on me. Yeah, so it's been at least an hour, maybe even a couple of hours. And yeah, it is going strong. No issues with air quality whatsoever. Good night, guys. See you at 2 in the morning. Good morning, guys. The first thing I can tell you is that, yeah, there is condensation on the windows, as expected. It is 8:30. Air quality is still excellent. I want to do a quick little experiment because a lot of the times at night, I had my head completely under the covers. I had all the duvets pulled over my head. Because it is so cold. So let's see what happens to the air quality in here. Sorry, it's kind of hard to keep it recording, but yeah, it is definitely increasing. It is pretty cold. It's 3 degrees Celsius. I am pretty sure that it went to freezing last night. I think it's safe to say that being poisoned or suffocated while sleeping in your car with all the windows closed, it's a myth. The air quality was excellent throughout the whole night. I did multiple checks, and the only time that it really started to rise a bit, but it was still within the green, was when I pulled all my covers over my head and was basically just breathing under the covers. And a few times in the middle of the night, I kind of like peeked out and enjoyed the fresh air coming in. So maybe at this point, levels were getting high. And my body realized that, and it woke me up, and it was my instinct to search for fresh air. Good coffee. Good coffee. Nothing like a pour over. Nothing beats how practical an instant coffee is, but nothing beats the taste of a pour over. So I survived the night, which means you're not going to get carbon dioxide poisoning. Carbon monoxide is the dangerous one, so never leave your engine running, especially in the summer or the winter where you want to use the air conditioning or the heating, unless you have a Tesla, because there's no combustion. It's all electric. So if you have a car that runs on gas or diesel, don't do it. If you are a solo female traveler or a guy and you feel safer to sleep with all the windows closed, go right ahead. You're gonna be just fine. But if you are car camping and you are worried, then yeah, just go ahead and crack a window. There are window guards that you can put on the front windows that, especially like I think they're for rain protection. If you just crack the window a little bit, the window guard will hide it. So air is still going to be getting in, but people from the outside can't see that the window is cracked. That is an option. I might look into that. But for now, having the windows closed is working just fine for me. I hope this video helped you get some clarity on the issue. I know this was a very, very common question on my stealth video. There were so many people asking, how do you breathe? How do you get ventilation? The other question was about condensation. So yeah, I did get some condensation. I might do some experiments in the future on ways to reduce or eliminate condensation. So keep an eye for that one. And I'll probably do it when it's a little bit colder even, because that's when you get even more condensation. And then we'll see if we can crack that one. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, if you enjoy car adventures, hiking, camping adventures, that is what I share with you guys in this channel. Thank you so much for watching. And if you did watch all the way to the end and you're not subscribed yet, I think you would really enjoy my other videos. So make sure to subscribe so that YouTube lets you know when I post a new one. I'll see you guys in the next one.